everyone, welcome to my first video upload. I'm coming to you all pretty raw, no makeup, just how you'd catch me in my everyday. Not to be disrespectful, but I just want to, remain true and eliminate all pretenses or expectations of myself, to not put too much pressure and maintain the upkeep of this channel. So I'm not going to go too deep into the ins and outs of how I work and what I believe and what I feel and what I know. Not at this stage. That might be something that I'll share either here or on my Instagram later on down the track, but for the time being I just want to give a little brief disclaimer into how this channel is going to come about and how it has come about, and just why I feel that it's something that I need to do. Just a little bit of a brief history. I have labeled myself a spiritual medium. That's to me the most true resonation for what I experience and how I communicate with spirit, or how spirit communicates with me. It's been something that has existed in my life since childhood. Again, it's something that I have blocked for random intervals throughout my life, just through pure ignorance and not understanding what it was or what was happening or what I was saying or who I was saying and why. It's only really been in the last probably 3 years where things have really amped up, and I've felt a really true calling to relay the messages that I'm getting from others. For a long time there, the only spirits that were around me that I was aware of, there were a few instances where it was not the case, but for a large portion of it, it's been family and energy that's close to me or has been close to me. But that's changed quite a bit, and rather than pushing away from it, I have learned to accept it, understand it, research it, and now I'm ready to move forward with it. A lot of ego involved there, but that's par and par with the process as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, so now the messages are coming through quite clearly, and I feel that it's time to pass them on, because that's a large push for how and why this channel has come about, is because these messages aren't just for me, they're for other people, and it's wrong, I think, to hold on to them and not share them. And being that I am only new to relaying messages to others, I feel that this format for now is going to be the best one for me to do that. So basically I'm looking to anything that sort of comes in at random times. It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. The process is becoming different now in terms of my understanding and my control over what does and doesn't happen. But that's a process in itself as well. So sometimes there are messages that come through when they come through. I am open to that to some extent at this stage, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, how this is going to work is I will upload videos with whatever messages I receive, hoping that they reach who they need to reach. If you're watching any of the videos and there's a message in there that may not click well with you, but you think it might be for somebody that you know, please, if it's in your heart to do so, pass it on to them so that they can be reached. That's the intention for this channel, is to just get them out there to who they're supposed to be for. They're not mine, they're not for me, so I want them to find their home and find those that they're meant for and intended for. I'll be pretty black and white. Whatever I get, I'll say. Whatever I see, I say. Whatever I hear, I say. However the messages come through, that's how they'll be delivered. So with as clear as interpretation as I can manage at this stage. Like I said, I'm new to the relaying of messages, so my own interpretation could be very off to the intended recipient, so I will be as clear as I can be. With that all said, and how the messages come in and how I receive them, at this stage I'm just letting them flow in. What I get is what I get. I don't get a name. I will try and get a name as best as I can. Sometimes it doesn't happen. There's been a few times where the whole scenario, the whole conversation has been quite clear and I can take note very specifically, and then other times in that process or in that message, when I try and get the name or what, it doesn't come through, I don't get it. So that's a lot to do with my learning process, which I'm hoping that this channel and communication with you guys will help me to develop a little bit better. I am seeking validation in a way, not for me personally, but just if you are watching any of the videos and there's a message there and it's for you, there's someone there and they're for you, please let me know. You don't have to let me know in the comments. If you want it to remain private, you can inbox me, email me, which I'll have that always linked in the description, and that's just for my own development, for my own understanding, to ensure that how I'm perceiving is being relayed correctly. So just as a little final sum up, I will aim to, majority of the videos are going to be recorded as I'm doing them, as I'm getting messages, as I'm communicating, but there will be times where that won't be the case and it will be a re-recorded sort of setup, and that's purely because I'm not sure yet. I haven't done any sort of recorded communications at this stage. Everything has been sort of done in private with myself without any recording, so I'm not too sure how that process is going to go, but I'm going to give it a shot and see how it all sort of pans out and see how that works. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to put this video out there initially, just as a little bit of a disclaimer, just a little rundown, and then from here on in we'll be getting stuck into it and just seeing how things roll in. So yeah, I hope you enjoy going along in this process with me. I'll do my best. I'm not here to offend anybody. I don't want to upset anybody, but I will be relaying the information that I receive as I receive it. So just be aware of that. If you feel that that's something that you're not prepared for or you don't want to engage with, and that's fine. You don't have to watch the videos, and that's not said in any disrespectful way whatsoever. It's just, you know in yourself what you can and can't handle, so just use your own judgment there. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I hope that you got something from this video, and I look forward to the future. Okay, thanks, bye.